together. Girl, I'm just jealous. Don't want us together.
Hi y'all, it's your girl Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is one that I've been really excited to make. It's just this signature matte face that you see all over Instagram. Also in this video, I'll be going in detail on how a beginner friendly way to contour. I feel like that video should have been up a while ago, but I finally got it up for y'all. And if you're wanting to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Alright y'all, so you know to get started with any look, we got to start off with some good old snatched brows. Brows are like the key thing to any makeup look, and if you want to know how I do my brows, I will link that video down below in the description bar. That way you can get the in-depth version, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so to clean my brows up, I'm just taking some foundation. This is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. This is in the shade 356 Warm Coconut to just make my brows nice and snatched. I feel like it makes my brows look so snatched without having that white erasery looking effect to it like you get sometimes when you don't blend your concealer. So that's just why I like to use foundation to clean them up. Alright, so now that the brows are nice and, you know, fleeky, I'm taking my Wet n Wild Water Drop Primer. This is the cucumber one, and I am massaging this into the skin to start to give me a nice base for this cake, honey. Okay, so now that that primer is all melted into the skin, I'm taking my e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer right on top of my T-zone, my nose, my pores, right where they're so big and right where my makeup starts to break down. And I am working that right on top, right on in there. Okay, so now I'm going in with my L'Oreal Fresh Wear Foundation. I'm in the shade 520 Sienna, and I'm just applying this to my face. But before I go to blend this out, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Master Camo Color Correcting Pen. This is in that Apricot shade, just so I can clock any after shadow, any makeup breakdown, any discoloration I might have around my mouth. I really don't have any, but y'all, I've just been obsessed with doing this ever since I got the Dragon Beauty one. So obsessed. So I'm taking that, and I'm blending it out with my smaller beauty sponge. Not the same sponge I'm going to use later. That way any residue doesn't get mixed in, you know, with the rest of my face. So now I'm going back in with that foundation and applying that to the rest of my skin, and I'm going to be buffing this out using a Real Techniques buffing brush, mixed it with a little bit of the Mario Badescu spray, and I'm just going in and blending it out. Okay, so now that our foundation is blended out, my first concealer is going to be the Rimmel Stay Matte Concealer. This is in the shade Amber, and I'm taking it under my eyes, leaving a little room for another concealer so that I can have that bright under eye that I love. So I'm taking it on my chin, defining my cupid's bow so, you know, they look nice and full, the bridge of the nose, and also on this gigantic 5 head. And I'm taking the Rimmel concealer in the shade Buff, and that's what I'm using to really brighten up underneath my eye. Now blend all this out. I'm taking my damp Real Techniques Miracle beauty sponge. This is the really big one, the body sponge, so that's why it looks so big. So the key to highlighting and contouring is really detailed blending. Blending is key to this entire thing to get that nice cleanliness and sharpness to your look, and also having a concealer that's bright enough to where you're going to see results. Like they say 2 shades lighter, but you're not going to really see a result if it's that close to your skin tone. So go light and just take time and really blend it all out. Alright, and now to contour and add that definition, I'm taking my Makeup Revolution stick foundation in the shade F18. I'm applying it above my natural jawbone, the tip of my nose, the bridge, the sides of my nose, and also dotting it around my forehead and around my chin. Alright, and to blend all this out, I'm taking this flat top makeup brush and really stipling and blending this product all the way into the skin. That way it just melts and it looks like that's the natural hollows of my face. I take my time blending. That's why it looks so seamless, and you always want to blend upwards, especially around your cheekbones. That way you get that sharp jawline, that Angelina Jolie snatchiness that you're all looking for. Alright, so now I'm going back in with my beauty sponge just to make sure everything is nice and blended and seamless and, you know, pushed all together, because we don't want no faulty areas at all. Okay, so I'm taking my Makeup Revolution banana setting powder, and I am setting my face. I'm really pushing this powder in. I don't really bake like I used to. I really just set my face and really firmly press this powder in. But I do bake and snatch my nose, you know, on days I'm feeling, you know, super cute, super glammy. And it's just a really simple way of really defining your nose, since I don't really have a bridge of my nose. So that's the reason why I bake my nose lately. Okay, so for this video, I'm taking the Black Radiance contour palette. This one is in the shade medium to dark, and I'm beginning by taking this contour shade and really going back over and redefining my contour. This video, I won't be showing you how to bake your contour. I feel like that's more advanced, and I feel like that's not really a basic way to contour, but I will have that video up soon for you to see how I normally do my contour routine, which is kind of intense, but it's good at the same time. But I'm just taking my Rebel Edge. This is the larger one from Real Techniques, and I'm using that to define my contour. And then I'm taking this small eyeshadow brush, and I'm taking this contour shade around the sockets of my eye, just so it's nice and warm and, you know, hollowed out as well. And I'm also going to be using this brush to contour around my nose, under my eye, etc., etc. And yeah. And like I said before, the key to this, honestly, is really just blending, 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 going back in and blending some more. So now I'm taking this smaller little eyeshadow brush, and I'm taking that Sculpt shade, and I'm kind of going back in to really snatch and define like the lids of my eye, the bridge of my nose, you know, those slimmer areas. That way, when that contour hits against it, it's like the natural shadow of it, if that makes sense. So now I'm just taking this So Fierce gel eyeliner pencil from Revlon, and I'm taking this in my waterline, making it nice and dark and smoldery and just sexy, you know? And y'all know this wouldn't be an Erica tutorial without some sharp, fierce wing liner. I'm taking my Jordana cat eye eyeliner in the black leather shade. And if you want to know in depth about more about my eyeliner and all that good stuff, I'm going to link that video down in the description bar, how I get my liner in 60 seconds or less. So yeah, I really encourage you to check that out if you want more details on it. It's super simple. So I'm just throwing on a little bit of mascara. This is the L'Oreal Paradise Mascara in the blackest black, smoldering it out underneath my eye. And I'm going in with the powder brush to, you know, really bake off this excess powder and push it into the skin. Make sure that it's set and blended. And yeah. And y'all know how much I love blush. So today I'm taking the Juvias Place, the Saharan blush palette, volume 2. And I'm mixing the orange, the pink, and then the shimmer shades. Because I don't do a whole lot of highlighter when I'm doing like that natural matte, Instagram-y, baddie vibe makeup. I don't do a whole lot of highlighter. I feel like it just kills it. So I'm taking it all over my cheekbones. I'm taking it on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead. And then I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills loose highlighter. This is in the shade So Hollywood. I'm really just focusing it on the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and going back in and blending it out with a little highlighter brush from Bella Cosmetics and blending it out with my finger. I'm also going to be taking this highlighter and applying it to the tear ducts of my eye, below my brow bone, and really just blending that in. So I'm not too glowy, but you know, the nose is snatched, sis, and that's just that on that. So y'all know how obsessed I am with my lips. I'm taking this Ruby Kisses chocolate dark brown lip liner, and I am overlining my lips to begin with, just to give them that nice shadow behind it so they look so nice and voluminous and full, and yeah. So I'm taking that to really define my lips. I'm taking the Milani Covet liquid lipstick. This is a chocolate brown shade, and I love it so much. I use it almost every day to define the inner corners of my lips. That way it blends out and gives me that perfect nude ombre effect. And now I'm taking the Black Radiance Perfect Tone Hollywood Hot liquid lipstick, and that's giving me that nude color, and I'm going to be blending this out. So I'm just blotting this with a little tissue and my finger, and I'm also going to be taking just a little bit of powder on my finger to really blot and even this all out. And also that's how I get my lipstick to last all day, because your girl like to eat and I need that little powder to keep that lipstick in place. Okay, honey? Okay, so now I'm just going to dust off this little extra powder. I put this powder on because it gets hot under my ring light, and I didn't want my makeup to melt away. So, yeah. So, to really finish this look off, I like to add my little faux piercing. A lot of y'all thought it was real. It's not. So, I'm just taking a little lash glue and popping it on with these rhinestones from the Dollar Tree, I think. They were like 99 cents, girl. And they look so cute, so realistic. And, yeah, boom. Here we go. Alright, y'all, and that basically does it for today's video. I hope that you really enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Oh, and one more thing, be sure to hit that little bell icon. That way you are sure to never miss a beat. Mwah! Love y'all.